Hello and welcome back to All Things Gumball. Guys and ladies, I have a confession to make. I haven't really made that many videos lately. My business is kind of growing to the point where I really don't have a lot of time. What I did is I am working with another person, and that person is running the route for me, and what I'm doing while they're doing that is I'm cleaning vending machines and I'm looking for locations. Somebody wrote me a question. Let me see if I can find it. Mohammed Abdu Mohammed. He wrote, I'm wondering, is it better to hire somebody that you know personally? Otherwise, how do you trust the person you hire? Thanks for the information. Okay, so the idea of hiring, I mean, if you think about it, there's a lot of businesses that have locations all throughout the world. You know, let's look at McDonald's. I mean, how do the people trust? So you have businesses all over the world that hire employees in other cities and other states. I mean, you may start a chain restaurant and you're going to have to hire people in another city or another state. And you really have to trust people. I know that there is going to be theft. I'm not sure what the percentage of people in the world that are crooked. Let's say 10%. You may hire 10 people and one person is probably going to steal from you. If you have someone who is running the route for you, if they're checking 20 machines a day, they could take $1 from every machine and you probably wouldn't even know it. So that's $20 a day, which is $100 a week, $400 a month. They could literally be stealing $400 a month, and you may not even know it. So it is really a good idea to hire someone that you trust. But even trust goes so far because you're trusting them. That doesn't mean they're honest, and that doesn't mean they're not going to cheat you. It's just your way of seeing that person. You see them as a trustworthy person. And if there's someone that doesn't want you to be upset with them, let's say your wife. I don't know if a wife is going to steal from a husband, and even if she does, or a husband steal from a wife, if you don't trust the person, as I said, they could probably steal $400 from you a month and you wouldn't even know it because they're just skimming off the top. Okay, so you want to hire somebody, and if you know, there was a time in my life where I had a friend that I wanted to hire only because he was my friend, and I've known him a long time, and he was down and out, down on his luck, and I always thought that he was a trustworthy person. And I thought to myself, even if he steals from me, let's say $1 per machine per day, which, as I said, is about $400 a month, I thought, well, I can forgive that because he's my friend and the money is going to my friend. The thing is, you have to consider another thing that I don't talk a lot about because it's kind of a religious thing, but it is karma. I've said in a couple of my videos, I am a Christian. I believe in Jesus. I believe that we should love each other, that we should love one another, okay? And Jesus said, whatever you sow is what you reap. And I know these words aren't really words that we hear very often. A farmer, he will sow seeds in the ground. He will put seeds in the ground. You know, he has corn, seeds, he puts corn in the dirt. And that is called sowing. If you people are young and you don't really know what that means, sowing means planting seeds. You sow seeds and then you have a harvest afterwards. So you sow and then you reap a harvest. There was a time when my younger daughter was very young. She was probably about 7 or so. And I caught her stealing something at a grocery store. And I'm not saying this to shame her at all because she's really changed and she's become a very godly person as well. She's a very wonderful, godly person, and I love her very much. But I want to share this incident with you guys and you ladies. I caught her stealing at a grocery store one time, and I went over to her. She was kind of hiding underneath some shelving. She was like popping up, and she kept looking up to see who's looking, and she kept dipping down, And I was a few rows over from her, and I looked over and I thought, what is she doing? And I had the suspicion that she was doing something she shouldn't be doing, because when you do something you shouldn't do, you normally hide that thing that you're doing. And I went over to her and I saw that she was trying to steal some candy. And I told her, I said, Avery, you know that we believe in karma, or we believe in sowing and reaping. Whatever you put into the world comes back to you. I said, I'm not going to say anything if you want to steal this candy. I'm not going to stop you. I'm going to let you steal this candy, but I just want you to know something, that something of value that's more valuable than the thing you're stealing is going to be stolen from you. You see, when you put one seed into the ground, you don't get one seed back. You put one seed into the ground, you get 100 seeds back. If you put love into the earth, you get love back. You get more love than you put into the earth. If you put wisdom into the earth, you get wisdom back. If you give your dreams away, you get more dreams. If you give away your finances, you get more money. I know somebody who's very wealthy, and he keeps giving his money away, and he keeps getting more money. Whatever you want in this world, give that, and you will receive that in abundance. So I told her, I said to her, my daughter who was trying to steal this candy, I said, I'm going to let you steal this candy if you want to, but just realize that something valuable, more valuable than what you're taking, is going to get taken from you because you're planting a seed. And I could see her little brain just kind of, the thought was swirling around inside of her brain. I looked down at her. I was just watching her. I was just curious what she was going to do, you know. And I was watching her, and her just, you know, she was kind of contemplating this, you know, what a dilemma. You know, here my dad is saying, I'm going to let you steal this. He's not mad. He's not going to punish me. I can steal this thing. But then she probably realized, hey, something's going to get taken from her. And she put the thing back. And as I walked out of the store, I realized this is not the way I was raised. I was not raised, you know, in a way that I was given a choice as a child. I just did what my parents told me to do. I was caught stealing once, and I was humiliated. I was punished. I was embarrassed. You know, that didn't stop me from stealing. It didn't stop me from the desire of stealing. It didn't take away my desire. It just made me think of ways to not get caught. What had happened was I had stolen something when I was a young teenager, 10-year-old, 12-year-old. And I told my sister, I showed my sister what I had stolen. And she ran and told my father. And my father was very angry at me. And I think he spanked me. And then he took me to the store, and he made me go to the cashier and tell them that I stole this thing and I returned it. That didn't make me want to quit stealing. It made me want to hide better. It made me want to find a better way to steal something without getting caught. It made me not want to share this information with my sister, of course. What happened with my daughter was she thought about it, and then she made the decision to put it back. And I told her, I said, I'm not going to be mad at you if you steal this thing. I'm not going to punish you if you steal it. You know, so if you hire somebody and they steal from you, there's probably not much you can do about it. There's ways that you can go about finding out if someone is stealing from you, and then you could fire them if they are. And I will get into that in another video. I hope you enjoyed these videos. Again, I apologize for not making as many videos as I once was. But as I said, I'm growing my business. And when I have more time, I will make more videos. I'm still alive and kicking. You guys are inspiring me. I keep reading your comments. And go out there and just buy one more machine and find one more location. And then repeat. As they say, rinse and repeat, right? Yeah, something like that. Like on your shampoo bottles. Wash, rinse, repeat. And that's the vending business. Put out a machine, buy another machine, put out that machine, buy another machine. And you do what I did. I mean, I started with one machine. It was a three-headed machine. It was one machine, had 3 heads or 3 selections. And now I've got to the point where I had to hire somebody. And so now it's a 2-person job. 2 people are doing this business. A lot of people ask me, what is my numbers? I don't even know, to be honest. I need to get more organized, which I'm working on. That's one of my weakest points, is organization. So I am working on it, and I will just keep in touch with you guys and let you know as I go. I hope you all have a good evening, and I will catch you on another, well, you're going to catch me on another video. Have a good evening. Have a good morning, or have a good afternoon.